Hi, my jazz friends all over the world. You guys wanted to know how I play Misty in real life, because I have a beginner-friendly tutorial up here on YouTube, and you obviously wanted to know how to make it more sophisticated. So what I did is I transcribed one of my live performances, and here it is. We are obviously in the key of E flat major, and we have the usual standard song form AABA, each of these 8 bars, so 32 bars, nothing changed there. But I did some reharmonizations to the tune. The first 2 notes, in the beginner version, I harmonized with the altered chord. In my version now, that I play live, is I play it mixo. I play a B flat because I like these chords so much. I play a simple B flat 9 sus4 chord with the B flat on top for the melody, of course, and then I go over to that beautiful, and I really love that chord, B flat 9 13. I mean, it sounds so cool, and it's just a regular mixo chord. And now I did my first harmonization. The song starts with an E flat major chord, that would be this. But I go E flat minor major 7 because it has a darker, excuse me, a darker sound. So the major third goes to the minor third, but the major 7 on top stays. That's the melody, you can't change that. And then I add the major, but just very soft, okay? So we have... By the way, the whole tune is played, when I play it as a solo tune, completely rubato. That means completely free. Just do what you feel is right. Don't stick to any meter now, okay? Let this ring as long as you want, then add a little E flat major. And now I play a little line in the E flat major scale to outline that we are actually in E flat major. Because these are the 2 notes, and I just add some notes before that. And now the 2 melody notes. Going to B flat minor as it's supposed to be, ending on that D flat. And now I add a B flat minor major. So I go between minor 7 and minor major 7. And that's actually the 9th on top, the melody, so it's a minor major 9. Then I go back to the minor 7. And the last note You can play it as it is, but I harmonize it with an A7 flat 5. That is the tritone substitute of the E flat 7, which would be the 5. We have a 2, 5, 1 here actually. Okay. And I go to A flat major. Do a little picking in between to fill the space. There's a lot of space here. And now the melody. And E flat minor. And now I feel a lot of picking in between. So instead of just going, I play. Okay. And then I feel a 5 chord in, but it's a tritone sub. So it's a sub 5 of the 5. The 5 would be A flat, sorry, that resolves to the upcoming D flat. And I tritone sub that A flat to a D9 sharp 11. That's this chord. Actually, you could also view it as an A flat 7 sharp 5. So that's both possible, okay? So A flat minor 9. Going to D9 sharp 11. Going to the original D flat 9 13. And now it resolves to E flat. And the thing is, we have an E flat major chord here, and I want, you know, I like things spicy. Like my food, I like Thai food, spicy food. And this is a spicy chord, E flat major 7 sharp 5. So instead of the regular major, I played a sharp 5 here. Okay, so that was it for phrase 1. Let me repeat that for you at slow tempo. All right, and this last chord was already the beginning of a 1, 6, 2, 5. That's a turnaround. And in the original harmonization, it's 1, 6 is a minor chord, 2 is a minor chord, and 5. But I've changed that. 1 with the sharp 5, we already had that. Now we have that melody. And instead of C minor, I play a tritone substitute, G flat 13. That sounds more bluesy. I like some dominant chords. The other version, the beginner-friendly version, or the original version, is more mellow, nice sounding, and this one is more a bit darker and a bit more bluesy, okay? So G flat 13, and now going to the real C chord, but C7 sus4, dominant chord again. Melody, going to the F minor chord. Fill it. Then a melody I harmonize with the 6th below in the key of F Dorian. And then we go over to B flat 9 chord, because I like that so much. Then the sus4, and the B flat 7 flat 9. So I mix mixo and altered chords. Here is your root. That's a D diminished actually, which is the same as a B flat 7 flat 9 chord. And then we would have a 3, 6, 2, 5, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's G minor, and I changed that to this thing. That's pretty common actually. That's a G13 with F in bass. Then that's a mixo chord. Then I alter the 13 to a G7 flat 13. So I have a mixo and an altered chord instead of a G minor chord, okay? So it's, again, it sounds more bluesy that way. Then C9 instead of the C minor, and then C7 flat 9. So this is a good thing to learn things. C9, here's your root, that's an E half diminished, and C7 flat 9 is an E diminished. Cool, huh? Both without the root. But the ear can hear the root, or adds up the root, by context. And then we go to F13 with the E flat in bass. F7 flat 13, the same thing. And then I start the whole thing again. So here's phrase 2 for you at slow tempo. If this was too fast for you, check out my jazz starter packs. I have a slower pace there. The link is in the video description or bio. The A2 section has the same chords as the A1 section with the exception of the last 2 bars. But I also changed the voicings a little, and what I play is a little different. So let me show you. This was the pickup. We go back to that E flat minor major, to the major, and now I have a different line here. I play it in thirds, okay? This is the original melody. So I start a little early. That's my melody. And I harmonize it in thirds in the key of E flat major 7. Leading me right to that D flat melody with the B flat minor. Everything exactly the same as in the first, A flat major. And now I change the melody a bit. Instead of playing the original, I play kind of my signature lick that I play in almost every solo. And since it fits here too, I played. It's like the melody with just, I think, 2 more notes. Or 3 more, I don't know. That's A flat Lydian. Leading to A flat minor, exact same thing as we had in the first. E flat major sharp 5, with a little more picking now for more dynamics. Same in the G flat 13. Some picking here, C7 says 4. Oops, F minor 7, same bar. And now we have a different ending. Instead of the 3, 6, 2, 5 we had in the first A section, in the second one we have only 2 bars of 1. So this is boring. So first I fill the bar with a little picking. Then I play a minor subdominant minor. A flat, that's the 4th degree, subdominant in minor, A flat minor 6 actually. Pick through it and E flat 6 the last. And now we have a pickup to the B section, which is playing the E flat 6 again. And then I harmonize the melody now in 6th. Okay, so here we are. Here's the entire A2 section for you at slow tempo. You can help to keep the free videos of this channel running by donating via the thanks button below the video, or become a paying member and enjoy perks. So here are the first 4 bars of the B section. We have a B flat minor 7 chord here. And then I arpeggiate through it, but I play the B flat in bass now. Melody again. And I move the bass note now down to the major 7, so I have B flat minor major 7 again, arpeggiate through it. Melody note stays the same because the original melody was like, okay, because that's pretty boring for my taste. And then one more time, I descend that bass note. Now Now I still have some time left, and I do I fool a little bit around here with inner voice movements. I play 2 strings only. Minor major 7, minor diet, and these 2 guys to get me up here, then these 2 guys, and these 2 to take me up here to my E flat 7 flat 9. Right, that's a D flat diminished chord. It's the same as an E flat 7 flat 9. Again, we are in a 2 5 1 here. And this thing that I did at the end is kind of a pre-echo. It is actually already what's coming up, kind of, you know. That's the same rhythm, okay? So I kind of took that and copied it, but with different notes. Now I have that D flat diminished melody, and that's E diminished. That's the same thing as D flat, because they repeat, diminished chords repeat themselves all 3 frets. So that was the bar for E flat 7 flat 9 basically. And now we go down to the resolution A flat major 7. And then I add a little lick. That's just A flat major. Going to, so we're still in A flat major. That's a C minor triad. That's included actually in the, if you look at the A flat major chord, this is a C minor triad. Taking me down to A flat major, and then I play 6th, the melody in 6th again. So while the bass note keeps stringing, I play my first 6th. Here's the melody. 2nd 6th, 3rd 6th, 4th, and 5th. And now let's repeat phrase 4 for you at slow tempo. And the last 4 bars in the B section, and then we're almost done, are a lot of 2 5s actually. We have A minor to D, then C minor to F. So A minor 11, I play the bass, then again, melody note, then the 5 chord D13, bass. I often actually add the bass later. Because if I don't, maybe it's my fingers, my short fingers, I don't have a lot of pressure on the D string where the 7th is. So what I do is I like to have the pressure here, the pressure point, and then move it down. Maybe not the best solution. So then I add a melody that wasn't there to get a kind of little more better motif. And the same for the C minor. C minor 9 this is. F13. That's a little tight up here. And then a melody in 6th again. Okay. I kind of slide down here almost. And then a B flat 13. Actually the original sheet I think says G half diminished or something, at least that's, or G minor, I don't know. So this is a substitute for it. G, let's say it was G, I think it was G half diminished. That would be the same as a B flat minor 6 then. And I just play a dominant. You can always play a dominant instead of everything. It just sounds more bluesy then. And C7 flat 9 in the shape of a G diminished chord. F minor 7, and now it's slowed down already for the final B flat 7. Take your time here, and then you start the whole thing for the last A section. But first let me repeat phrase 5 for you at slow tempo. Now you repeat the entire A2 section until the last 2 bars. Now the last 2 bars we want to finish up with E flat 6, and we have a typical jazz ending here. That's how I usually play it, at least. E flat 6, a little picking. Then you move everything 1 fret up except for the root, the root, which is the melody note up here. You can't change that. So, and that gives you that jazz trick that you get. It's a little hard sometimes to get a grip on it. It's an E major 13, yeah. And back. So. And that's exactly how I play Misty in real life. If you want to learn more tutorials like this one, check out my chord melody playlist up here on my YouTube channel. Please give this video a fat thumbs up so that helps my channel grow. And I hope to see you next week again. Servus, baba.